Hello, and welcome back to Late Night Latte. I am your host, Starfish,
I'm Ash.
and today we'll be talking about fandoms and shipping. A topic that we
boy.
all love, don't we?
No controversy whatsoever in this one.
LMAO. Yeah.
Very wholesome episode.
Yeah. If shipping isn't really your style, you can just put us on mute and still give us the listen through while we do something else.
Desperate already.
I'm gonna shamelessly plug us. That's what we do.
Yeah, well, it is YouTube, so
Oh yeah, that's true.
that's fair.
Oh man, no, I'd listen to us. In fact, I love
Oh.
listening to us, especially me.
Okay, wow.
Wow, yeah.
Alright.
Some days I just record my voice and then listen back to what I have to say.
Damn.
Right? Don't worry, Ash is here to keep me humble.
Oh yeah, I'm the humble pie.
Ah yes, and I am plum pudding.
Question mark?
Question mark.
Also, I swear to God, if that mouse runs across my room while I'm recording, I'm gonna freak out and y'all just have to deal with it.
That's fine.
Probably not.
My-
I'm currently at war with a mouse in my room. I've been trying to kill it for like a few weeks now. Like, I've been trying to catch it, kill it, whatever. I just want it out of my room because it's living in my room. It has not left. And it's really annoying me. That's my tangent. I just wanted to tangent about the mouse because that's
fine.
basically my life every night, is having to deal with the fact that this like fucker is under my bed while I'm sleeping.
Mice do suck, so I'm okay with that.
I like mice when they're pets. I don't like mice when they're running their little disgusting feet all over my floor.
It's true.
Where my priceless anime collection is in my room.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know how.
Yeah.
We talk about it every week.
How could you not? I mean, I walk into it and I'm like, hello, Zoids.
Hello, my sexy Zoids.
My sexy gay men on my desk.
Yeah.
Speaking of gay men, ooh, what a segue.
Let's get back to what we're talking about. Yes.
Right, yeah. So, shipping, man.
Yeah.
If you don't know what shipping is at this point, this is not the episode for you,
Do
sure.
y'all want to talk about, like, the first time you were introduced to the word ship and what shipping was?
Oh my gosh, that's a really good idea, actually. Wow. Damn, Starmie, got some good ideas today.
I'm on the roll. Got back into Overwatch. Now I'm fucking knowing how to talk.
Oh my gosh. Now you're hosting today. What's going on?
Yeah.
But okay, that's
Yeah.
a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
So shipping, right. So, like, most of my life, like, growing up until, like, I'd probably say, until I hit my Homestuck phase in, like,
Lol.
high school. I know, shut up. My Homestuck phase in high school, so I was probably about, like, 15. But before that, I basically was, like, the kind of person who was, like, whatever's shown to me on screen, I'll go with. Like, I basically didn't have an original thought in my brain. It was basically just like, oh, these people are canon, okay, whatever. I'm gonna, you know, it's cool. Oh, it's cute. Oh, this straight pairing. Oh, this straight, you know, this straight pairing. This straight pairing. This straight pairing. Because that's just all of media when I was growing up, basically.
Yeah.
And I think basically my first look at a ship that was like a gay ship was in Homestuck when my friend got me to read Homestuck, and then she was like, "Oh, this gay ship is like." These two boys is like my favorite characters to ship together, and like basically just be like put them in a relationship, and then I learnt the shipping terminology through through Tumblr at the time, but that was like my first experience actively shipping something.
Can I guess the ship? I have two in mind.
Sure, go
it's
for
either
it.
Solux and Karkat or Karkat and Eriden.
No, it was neither of those.
Oh fuck, okay.
It was Gamzee and Tavros.
Oh, okay.
That was the first gay ship I ever realized was a gay ship.
Yeah.
Like that was when I realized what gayness was, basically. Because like I had basically not experienced it, because like
Oh yeah.
I know we both grew up in really similar areas / the same cities in a way during a period of time, and it just wasn't really a thing that existed in like country cities in Australia, especially.
Yeah,
that
kind
it did not happen. Like it
Yeah.
was, and if you were gay or something like that, you didn't talk about it. Like
Yeah,
I think I knew
that's-
one person that said they were bisexual once, and they
Yeah.
got like fucking abused for it.
Yeah, oh yeah, we had a kid that I was friends with who was like gay, but he would deny it, but everyone just called him gay regardless because of it was obvious.
Yeah.
So he was like unfortunately outed just by the way he behaved rather than like actually telling people.
Oh, poor kid. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it was really funny because he and the lesbian ended up having a fake like dating thing going on for a while.
Oh my god.
It's just like, whose idea was this? Like, because we didn't know the lesbian was a lesbian until she was with her partner in like the last in our senior year kind of thing.
Oh, big middle finger.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
go, girl.
Yeah.
But what about you? What was your first experience?
Was the Pokemon fandom. It was still very hetero at the time. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't really in fandoms for a long time. Like, I think my first fandom was the Randy Cunningham fandom.
Like, the way you quietened yourself for that. So in case you missed it, that was Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja.
Yeah. So yeah, that was actually the first fandom I really actively produced art for, kind of thing. But before that, like, my first introduction to shipping was Pokemon, specifically Diamond and Pearl, with like ASHE and all his ships. So with like with Dawn, with Paul. I'm gonna use the English names. All the female characters. Yeah, kind of thing. But I think the most prominent one I saw was May and ASHE, and then Misty and ASHE. Because, you know, he has his female companion. I can't remember what their names were, but that was like the first time I saw the word ship anywhere. And of course I had to Google it because I'm like, what does that even mean? And of course I would have been like 14, I believe, at the time. So it was like my first year of high school.
Okay. So kind of roughly the same age we were. Yeah. You might have been I think you're a bit younger than me. Oh, you discovered it a bit younger.
But the thing is, I was in DeviantArt roleplay groups, so I was shipping gay characters, like, when I was 15, 16 at the same time, because I roleplayed as a male character, and of course, like, all my friends were roleplaying as male characters too, so instead of going for chemistry, we were just, let's put all our OCs together. So, that's ended up what happening.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. I never really roleplayed much, so I never got that side of fandom interaction.
It was only my OCs. I never did, like, not original, but, you know, actual character shipping. Yeah. So I never had, like, I'm just gonna use modern anime, but I never had, like, a roleplay account where I was like, I am Deku, let's roleplay. I'm a Deku roleplayer, but I know it was really big on the Sonic side, because there was always, like, Sonic RPG groups constantly. But I wasn't into Sonic. Like, I watched the anime and stuff, but I didn't ship anything.
Yeah, I didn't ship Sonic 2.
Shadow and Sonic would have been like another early ship that I was introduced to.
Oh, definitely. Because if you were anywhere on the internet around then, you would have seen Shadonic.
Because, like, I saw Shadonic, but I never was fully aware of, like, what was actually going on.
Yeah. No, I totally get what you mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, Sonic was my first online fandom for sure, because I joined DeviantArt when I was 13 and I was into Sonic then, and that's what I drew. So that was definitely my first, like, internet fandom too, but I also, before I joined DeviantArt / my really early days, I did used to ship my OC ASHE with Shadow for a little while, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that anymore, it doesn't feel right. Because I was like 14, 13 at the time, and I was like, this doesn't feel right, I don't want to, like, ship her with it, because, like, I'm like 14 and my character's 14, and I'm like, isn't Shadow like 50? So I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I just didn't.
I never really did the self-insert shipping kind of thing. That wasn't my style.
I never did it after that, and I was like, and then I see people who, like, write whole fan fictions about self-insert, and I'm like, God, you're so powerful.
Or, like,
I wish I had your strength.
Yeah. Or, like, fucking readerships, like, those guys are powerful.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
But actually, let me see if I can go on my old DeviantArt and see what the earliest shipping piece I actually did was.
Ooh. I know for sure one of mine will be a Warriors Cat piece. Because Warriors Cats and Sonic... Sorry, Warrior Cats and Sonic were, like, my first drawing fandoms. Like, that's when I started drawing art, was for those fandoms. So, I know for sure that my first piece will be a Warrior Cat thing, because I didn't ship in Sonic, aside from the occasional little ASHE X Shadow Uwu thing.
Oh my gosh, you're brave. Brave soul. Yes.
I was so brave when I was 13. I don't know what the hell I was on. I look back now and I'm like, who was this girl?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to use any of my OCs that I had shipping with. I'm just going to go purely fandom ship.
Like a canon ship?
Yeah. No, not canon, just like in general, just like a fandom ship.
Oh, I meant canon characters, sorry.
Oh,
I should have specified.
Yeah.
Is your ship canon? I don't care.
Yeah. Right? Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, it was... Let me see if it was... Okay. There's a draw this meme. You know how draw this memes are everywhere? Found it. My first actual ship was Yukiora and Grimjiao from Bleach.
Okay.
I hate this so much. My god, I'm glad no one can find this.
Can you send it to me? Because I want to see it. Because I don't know the Bleach characters.
I didn't even... Oh, yeah.
You just screenshot it.
No.
I certainly won't do anything malicious with it.
Just gonna link it to you. This is all MSN mouse paint
It's
drawings.
called Bleach Meme LOL, the title, in case you guys want to know.
No!
Should I put it in the description of the video?
No!
Oh my god! I did one of these with ASHE too. These are like my favorite memes.
Right? We should
They were so creative.
Let's bring them back.
Oh my... Can we please?
Yeah.
Hang on, it's really hard to view it. Okay.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, this meme. I did this meme with a mouse pad.
Yeah.
My drawing one, I remember. God, your hair's so good. Like, oh my god. I was not that good at drawing back in.
Yeah.
Who was your least favorite character?
Is it Orihime?
Throw a sausage at them. You didn't even draw the couple. You just wrote couple name.
I drew it underneath it.
Oh, sorry. You're right. Sorry, the next one is them.
Yeah.
Epic fail. Oh my god, I love it.
I was self-aware. But yeah, no,
I love you. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Have you seen Rukia? Draw them making out. That's so great. Oh, that is a piece of history.
That is. So yeah.
Thank you for sharing your history.
I don't want to share my history.
You have no choice now.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's great.
So.
Fashion Meryl. Oh.
That was another ship I fucking loved as a kid.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh. I'm gonna like it. Oh, sorry, favorite it.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Vash is a lot of fun to draw. God, his hair is crazy. I love him.
I loved Vash so much. Like, I had this desk when I was a kid, and it was just, like, plain. It was just plain white or whatever, and I just used to paint anime characters on it. So Vash was painted on there, and there was one of Jaden, and Wind Karibo, and then there was Johan, and then there was a Pikachu. And
that's
of course,
so cool.
There was, like, Ichigo and Ukiora, and, like, I wish I took photos of it, and I know I did, but I just don't have them saved anywhere because, like, memory cards, am I right?
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. You'll have to make a new one.
Yeah, I mean, I could paint this current desk I have, but I don't want to.
That's fair, yeah.
I could paint the sides of them, actually. Like, the sides of my desk.
You should just get a giant chunk of wood and then just paint that and then just have that sitting around your house. Like, it's like a door. Just buy a door and then just paint that.
Oh, yes, of course.
What a conversation starter. You just have a door leaning against the wall in your house.
Oh, absolutely. It's like that Twitch clip of what's in the fridge and it's just a cardboard
Yes!
cut.
Exactly. And then you have it in the background.
Yeah.
But you have it in the background right next to your normal door so that it, like, confuses people.
Like, why does your room have two doors? It's like, I'm special.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, so
doors aside.
My first actual shipping, which I completely forgot about, because I think when I say I shipped it, I think it was more the fact, like, I was aware of the ship that was going on, even though I didn't exclusively draw it, because that meme dates back to 2009, so I would have been in
Yeah,
year
it's
8.
a really old meme.
Yeah.
So what would you say would be your first OTP? The first thing that you really committed to?
Oh, fuck. Well, that would have been an OC ship of Vex and Savage. But, fandom ship-wise, I don't know. That's so tough. I have to... Because, like, the thing is, like, I drew a lot of ships, but there weren't many that I actually, like, drew religiously, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like, I love spirit shipping, but I only actually started drawing spirit shipping. That's Jaden and Jesse from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, or Johan and Judai. But I used to draw that all the time. No, I didn't draw it at all. I drew the characters separately, but not together.
Yeah.
And then I only recently now started to draw them. So, I think it has to be based on art.
I guess it is kind of weird if you didn't outright start drawing it a bunch kind of thing.
Yeah. Because, like, yeah, that's the thing, like, the reason why I avoided many fandom spaces was because I had RPG groups that I was producing art for.
Yeah.
So then once I started falling out of role-playing, that's when I started getting into fandoms and actually doing ships and stuff. So...
Okay, so your earlier days, you'd say you did more OC shipping kind of stuff, like OCX OC kind of thing.
Mostly original, yeah. So
that's fair.
I think, if I have to be honest, like, the first actual ship would have to be Kylo and Hux from The Force Awakens.
We're going straight into it.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Force Awakens ship. As someone who is like knows basically nothing about Star Wars, I'm very dumb when it comes to Star Wars. I don't know anything, but explain some things to me. And while you're at it, feel free to explain, I guess, the fandom drama around it, because there's always some drama, and we love to
see
shit on it.
But that's the thing. Like, I tended to avoid most of the drama because I wasn't, like, interacting with anyone. I was just kind of posting my art and then disappearing, because this was also the time I was studying. So even though I was really big into Kylo. Actually, no, there are a couple of stories now that I think about it. Because I drew, like, a comic calling out Reylo shippers because they would just force their ship onto everyone. Like, it was crazy. Like, they would retweet your Kylux? Yeah, it was Kylux. They would retweet your reblog your Kylux art. I got there eventually. And, like, just, like, fucking spew nonsense in, like, commenting and fucking tagging it as, like, a trash ship and stuff. I believe the Poe... No, not Poe. Fucking... What's the other one's name? Finn and Rey got most of the hate.
Oh.
Because, you know, it's like hetero ship versus hetero ship. So, like, but it was still pretty bad with Kylux too, because we were just doing our own things. We just wanted bad boys being bad boys. And I remember I just got so fed up one day that I made a comic of just, like, Kylo and Hux just minding their own business, doing their thing. And Reylo was there, like, saying, like, "Excuse me, what are you guys doing?" I'm like, they're like, "Wait, what? Why are you here? Go away."
That's so wild.
I know. But when I was doing this, my art wasn't very good, so I didn't get any attention for it. But it's just crazy, because, like, yeah, I believe, like, outside the fandom, they might have, like, noticed how, like, vicious the Reylos were, because I think they were just prominently, like, just not violent, but just aggressive with how they promoted the ship and stuff.
It sure does sound like it. Like, commenting on another ship? That's, like, forbidden taboo in fandom. Only dumb cunts do that.
Yeah, like, it was crazy. And yeah, but eventually, like, I fell out of drawing Star Wars stuff. Because, yeah, it just, after a while, I just got bored. As you do.
Yeah, you move on from main fandoms.
Yeah. Because, like, I didn't like drawing Rey very much either. Like, yeah, no, she's a great character and all, but I just didn't enjoy drawing her. And I think there was, like, a couple of people that were like, "Oh, why are you only drawing Kylo?" I'm like, fuck off. Go away.
I wonder why.
Yeah. So...
How dare you just draw your fave?
I know, right? So there was all that, but it mostly happened from what I can tell on Tumblr. By this point, I wasn't on Twitter, so I don't know which was worse.
That's true. I did join Twitter a little late too.
Yeah,
Not super late, but still a little
so
late.
yeah, so the Kylo thing, and all that was like 2016, I believe, or like
Jesus
2015 maybe. What's the earliest Kylo drawing? Yeah, it's 2016. And I believe that was like peak of when shipping started getting super serious. Like with all your sports anime ships, I heard were very, very like at each other's throats. I'm not too aware of what that was like because I wasn't in them, but I remember always, like, people always talking about the free ships in particular and the high Q at the same time.
Yeah, I do remember that. I also wasn't in any of the sports anime fandoms, but I definitely was standing on the outside looking in for those kind of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Because it just wasn't in my headspace. It wasn't really something I was looking at very often. And then, yeah, once I finished with the Kylo stuff, I kind of just went back to drawing OC things again. And then I went back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was drawing more Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. And then it ended up being in Overwatch. And Overwatch again was very prominent with its ships, but I didn't see many people attacking. Like, there was there's definitely passive-aggressive stuff towards certain ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I remember, like, the Reaper and McCree ship got a lot of shit because, because of, like, age difference. Because I think, like, Reaper is 50 and McCree's in his 30s, and people are like...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Really?
But I think what the issue happened is because, the fact that, like, Gabe kind of, like, recruited McCree to be in his little co-op thing, people saw them more as an adoptive father-son situation, even though it wasn't stated in law anywhere.
Okay.
So there was definitely all the McRiez shippers would definitely attack people for that one. And I was like, again, I didn't really care about it, so I wasn't really aware of, like, how bad things got. But we do know, like, I feel like the Raylos might have pioneered the aggressive attacking of certain ships.
Definitely, yeah. That would have, like, people would have seen that and been, like, okay with thinking that they can do it with their own dislike for ships or their own OTP they hold on a pedestal too, which is a terrible shame because it's just garbo behavior.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's I definitely, when you were like, this ship is, like, people see it as more of a father-son sort of thing, that, like, I totally understand that because I definitely saw that a lot in Yu-Gi-Oh! With Yugi and Atem and puzzle shipping, because people would be like, not the father and son so much as, like, the brothers thing. They'd be like, oh, they're just really close brothers. And that, like, people would just really hammer home on that too. Like, not so much as, like, it sounds like people were genuinely getting abused with the Reaper McCree stuff, but it wasn't so much abuse in Yu-Gi-Oh! As it was people just using it as, like, an instant deflect, and it was kind of like, really? It was like when can I go off on my personal beef about Top Yugi?
About who?
About Top Yugi. Can I go on my personal beef?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, cool, here we go. Alright, I have permission. Okay, so I am a notorious puzzle shipper. I spent many years deeply engrossed in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fandom, writing and producing much content for the old puzzle shippings. I had some legendary AUs, and I can say that because people tell me they're legendary, so I'm the second-hand resource, baby. No. I wrote a few pretty good fanfics. I'll just say it like that. But I've always been an advocate, like, well, not always, but, like, pretty early on in my puzzle shipping career of binge reading a million fanfics and drawing and writing my own content. I got really, really early on. I was like, I really like Yugi topping, right?
Yeah.
In puzzle shipping, but that was, like, almost forbidden material back then. This was, like, 2016, 2017 kind of thing. Yeah. And it was, the fandom was a lot quieter than it is now, I would say. And there were really nobody online who was advocating for Top Yugi or like was making Top Yugi content. It basically was always top of 10, bottom Yugi whenever anything had anything to do with smut. And even when it didn't have anything to do with smut, it was more personality based. Yugi was still like Yugi was the Omega and Atem was the Alpha, you know, that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
But like it's progressed a lot. Now people are way more open about liking Top Yugi, and it's like its own thing now, and I'm like, y'all so lucky. Back we walked so you could run, I'm just saying. But back in my day, in the early days when I was producing the content and I was like putting out the Top Yugi fic because I was like, I want to start putting it out there so people can like consider it more and stuff. And I wasn't the only one, of course. I was just one of the most vocal. Like my good friend Shiro was super into it too. Like Shiro and I, we bonded so heavily over Top Yugi. We were both just like, we need the Top Yugi. So we would go on about it, and we'd both be producing our own kind of content to do it, and we'd do like collabs and everything too. But we were really vocally out there talking about it the most. And during that time, we had this. It was this really annoying period of time. I can't remember what year it was. I want to say it was like 2018 roughly, but it was a little bit after. I was very heavily established as the Top Yugi simp. Like, it was out there, man. That's what people knew me as, and I was like proud. Okay,
that's alright. Something to be proud of. I'm known as the titty girl in the Yu-Gi-Oh fandoms.
You are. That's true, and you are a legend. So yeah, there was this period of time where people, for some reason, people got it into their heads that you couldn't really headcanon someone as top or bottom and seem like cool, or like it was playing too much into bad like uke seme stereotypes or something like that. When it's not true, but I can understand how people might think that. But the problem is that by thinking that, people started doing this really annoying thing where everyone suddenly was saying about how Yugi and Atem were switches. Oh, they're not top or they're bottom, they're switches, guys. They switch it up. And it was so annoying because I had so many people tell me that, or like inadvertently mention it in like the tags and like flood the tags about it. And like everyone was suddenly like, people were making their own posts and being like, oh, just so you guys know, I think they switch a lot. And it was, I can't blame people, but it also really annoyed me because it kind of felt like pushback on me being like, oh, I just like Top Yugi. Like, I like it. I had friends that really liked bottom Yugi too, and I was like, you know, that's fine. Like, I don't care. You can still like that. I still make content for my friends that like people who bottom that I don't. But I was like, this is just what I like. Like, I've read countless bottom Yugi fics, and I've enjoyed some of them. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh fic is a bottom Yugi fic, but like, dude, when it comes to my material, the things that come out of my brain cells, it's all top Yugi, and that's what matters to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I think I'm done, but that was my rant.
No, that's very nice.
Basically, it was, like, people stopped doing it after a while, and it was really good, and like, most people were just like, oh yeah, I like them switching, but it's cool that you like bottom, top Yugi, that's cool. Like, it's fine, but, because the annoying thing to me was that I couldn't mention Top Yugi without someone feeling like they immediately had to be like, oh, but I think they switched, like, they don't want to just say, I like Top Yugi, they want to be like, oh no, but they would be switches, which is really annoying. It's basically like, you're saying like, oh, I really like bananas more than I like oranges, and then someone being like, but oranges and bananas are, like, I like bananas too, but oranges and bananas are both really good, okay? And it's like, that's not the point! I don't give a fuck about oranges right now. I just want to talk about bananas.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I get
bad analogy, but that's what I, like, ugh. That's what annoyed me the most, is that people brought it up in conversations, or like, it was always in my face when I was just like, I just want to talk about this one thing, and you keep bringing something else into the conversation.
It's completely irrelevant.
And it's just, it's a little uncalled for, and it's a little rude, but I don't have it in me to tell you that it's rude, so instead I just like, fine, okay, whatever. But then it sorted itself out.
Yeah.
And I eventually moved on, and like, I don't write Yu-Gi-Oh fanfiction much anymore, so I am simping different towers now, I guess.
You are. You very much are.
Mika Bottoms. I said it!
You said it. You fucking did.
This is my new hill I'm dying on. Yeah. See, I have to move on because I have to keep being the person that brings the torch of progress forward in these fandoms.
Yeah, the flavor.
once Top Yugi was accepted in the Yu-Gi-Oh fandom, I put my torch up on the pedestal, I waved goodbye to all the new Top Yugi shippers, and I picked up my Mika Bottoms torch, and I ran straight into Seraph.
Yes, exactly.
Although there was that period of time where I was enjoying the mull of Code Geass, where I didn't have any opinion I was gonna die on, I just really liked all the content for Code Geass, so I was just enjoying it all.
Yeah, Code Geass is great for that.
Honestly, it was so... I don't know how to say... I don't know if this is the right thing to say, but it's so unproblematic. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just Suzu but man, it was... Well, there was some good stuff.
It was written in the show, though. Like, you cannot tell me that fucking Suzaku and Lelouch weren't just good friends.
Oh, there was something else going on there. Like...
Yeah.
The only thing that I could accept an argument for is that people bringing up the fact that Suzaku fell in love with Euphemia and being like, oh, he's bi at most, like, he's not exceptionally super gay. I'm like, yeah, you know, I definitely see him as being canon bi. He basically is canon bi.
Yeah.
But, like, Lelouch, that man, he's fucking gay.
He's very gay.
Every single female character in that series kissed him, and he just didn't react at all. I'm sorry, that's gay.
He just thinks girls are neat.
He just thinks girls are neat.
Yeah.
Girls are fine, but man.
It's like, oh yeah, Shirley, you fell in love with me like 3 times and I still couldn't reciprocate that. Oops.
I know. He was so Devo over it too. I felt so bad for him because you could tell he just really liked Shirley as a friend, but he couldn't like say that I love you. That just wasn't a thing that was...
Yeah, he's like, I don't like lying to people. Psych.
I don't like lying to people. Turns around, time to lie to Suzaku's face. Can't wait.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I swear that was like something he did, like imply that he doesn't like lying to people, and then just continually lied to people.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also in his big speech in the Ragnarok Connection episode where he mentions how like people need to be able to lie. To get along, and also it's like you can't just be honest all the time, and sometimes lying is the better path, of thing.
I learned that the hard way. I'm too brutally honest, and I make a lot of people cry by mistake.
Oh no!
I've made many people cry. That's
you need a Lelouch.
I've got stories for another podcast.
Okay, well we'll put a pin in that one. Definitely. Yeah. We'll come back. Tune in sometime in the future for STARMIE's tragic making people cry past.
Yeah, I know. That's why I need people to be brutally honest with me back, because otherwise I'm just going to keep making people cry.
But it's like, I think one of the neat connections between... I'll stop talking about Code Geass eventually, but one of the neat connections between Lelouch and Suzaku is that, like, he also lies, and, like, the more he gets twisted in Lelouch's schemes and stuff, the more he does lie as well, and he hates it. Like, he knows that he's turning more into Lelouch, but he's, like, consciously aware of it.
Yeah.
And, like... But one of the things that made me turn my hair out is the fact that he's consciously aware he's lying so much, but he never really smartened up and thought about how much Lelouch was lying because he needed to, because he couldn't tell the truth.
Yeah.
Like, when they're at the Kumarugi shrine, and it's like, he knows he's lying, but he doesn't stop and be like... He doesn't analyze the situation, because he's Suzaku. He doesn't analyze things like Lelouch, right? He's really emotional driven. So he doesn't stop and analyze it, and I'm like, Suzaku, we would have been like 5 episodes away from a happy ending if you just stopped and fucking analyzed things for once.
Right?
Stop thinking with your heart and your dick and start thinking with your head.
He's just this dick, man. He wants to get laid so bad.
Suzaku, I love you, I simp for you, but my god, wisen the fuck up, son.
Oh, mood.
Alright, that's my Code Geass rant over.
That's fine.
Okay, so I've had a Yu-Gi-Oh rant, a Code Geass rant. Where's the Seraph rant? No, I'm just kidding.
We've got to get all 3 in one.
Oh, man.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill? What, just the shows in general? Like the fandom? Just
exactly.
What, Yu-Gi-Oh, Code Geass, and Seraph?
Yeah. Go on.
Okay, alright. Okay, okay, I think I would marry Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a kind of warmth to it, and the ending of Yu-Gi-Oh! is very hopeful, and it's very... I don't know how to say this, but it's very I guess the melancholy in Yu-Gi-Oh feels nice.
Yeah.
Whereas the melancholy in Code Geass is not as nice.
It leaves a bit of taste in your mouth.
It does leave a bit of taste in your mouth. So I think I would marry Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I would fuck Seraph and I would kill Code Geass.
Oh yeah, you still
Seraph,
get to watch them all. You just can't come back to Code Geass.
Okay, because what it comes to is, okay, I could watch Code Geass once and then it would sit with me forever because I feel like that's the kind of show it is. But when it comes to whether or not, like, as a show, like, I can't say I would fuck Code Geass because there's nothing that I want to fuck in the show in general. Like, not the person, the people, but, like, as the concepts and stuff of the show. I would kill Code Geass because that's just how, it's just the... I'm gonna fuck Seraph because it's got vampires in it.
We know you're a dirty vampire fucker.
It's got vampires and it's got one of my favorite tropes. It's got the fucking the humans feel it's kinky when the vampire drinks from them.
Yeah.
I was watching another vampire show, an older one from the 2000s, and it had the same thing. And this girl deadass fucking moaned when one of the vampires bit into her, and I was like, I fucking dig this shit so hard.
Black blood?
It was Black Blood, brothers! I can't believe you guessed that!
Exposed. I haven't even seen it. It's the only other vampire anime I know.
I can't believe you guessed that!
We killed her, lads.
Oh my god, you got me. But yeah, I was watching it the other day, and I was like, at the moment it was like, oh, it'll be enjoyable. I was like, are they gonna do the Seraph thing? And then they did the Seraph thing, and I was like, oh, Seraph's ancestor. So Kagami, this is what you watch to make Seraph. But it's like my fucking favorite trope, because most of the time it's like super painful, right? And like it's like the Twilight thing where it's like, oh no, it's in pain. But then like you get like fucking kinky ass anime like this shit where it's like this girl's fucking moaning out and their next orgasm to this like blood drinking. And like in Seraph where like you was constantly like, oh, why does it feel so good when you drink from it? And I'm like, that's not what you tell your quote-unquote brother, okay?
Ew. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh god, it's just... Oh man. Okay, the one thing I'll say about Seraph in terms of, like, shipping and stuff, so that it's on topic, I promise. And it's okay, so the one thing with Mikayu is that it's, like, it's so weird that it's, like, it gets so heavily implied, and, like, every action that they take, it's, like, it's just... It's weirdly not heterosexual what they do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you were truly brothers in the sense of the word and, like, family and all that, and, like, you saw yourself as only family and not as, like, significant others.
Yeah.
Just the kind of things you do, even for a shonen, I think they take it a little too far. And that's what makes me think, like, I guess that's why everyone is kind of like, is Mika actually going to be a confirmed gay character? Because not only is he the most gay character I've ever seen in my life, but also, he's like, it's like, come on, can you just make it canon that he's gay? Like, if you insist on making it a hetero ending and not letting Mika have his little gay moment, can you at least canon make him gay? Like, come on, Kagami, give us a little thing. Because it's like he wants to make a hetero ship. He wants to do that shonen thing where, like, you know, the guys all have way better chemistry in relationships than the main female lead / the main female that's just, oops, we need a female at the end.
Yeah, we needed that.
Oh man, which is kind of devo, because then you get like shit female characters in shonens that are just really bad because they just don't have any chemistry, because they don't. Sometimes straight men don't know how to write women. Okay, I'm just saying it.
No, it's not sometimes. It's all the time.
It's all the time.
It's all the time.
Yeah. I guess that's what's made me so happy rewatching Soul Eater recently, because it's been a while since I've rewatched Soul Eater, but it was one of those things back in the day where it was like one of my favorite animes. It still is. It's so good, but like having a female lead like Mako, like, oh god, it's so refreshing.
She's just impulsive and kind of, well, no, she's not impulsive. That's Soul and Black Star, but you know, she's just smart, I guess.
Yeah,
and she's well written,
but she's like a character, and she like has relationships with other female characters, and it's great, and like they all have their own different kind of like dynamics, but it's just also really fun. And man, I also really like the fact that she's the Meister and that Soul's the weapon, because then you have things like Black Star where you have the typical buff guy who like
Yeah.
has the petite woman as the weapon, right? Like you
Yeah.
have that with Tsubaki and Black Star, but then like Marker and Soul have so much more interesting of a dynamic, and that's why they're the main characters, I think.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I mean, they're all super interesting, but like, oh man, Soul Eater's great.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to say except the Soul Eater's great.
Soul Eater is great.
I'm just suddenly remembering how great Soul Eater is, so that's why I wanted to bring it up. But yeah,
You're watching Soul Eater at the moment, though.
that's true.
So
yeah,
it's already on your mind.
it is on my mind. I mean, it's like Seraph's always on my mind, but you know,
True.
I can't talk about Seraph all the time because I'll just die. I mean, I just made a 40-minute video about the new fucking chapter because I would not shut the fuck up about Mikaela Yakuya.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's just like that sometimes, okay? You get me talking about this beautiful baby boy, and I just keep going.
Super valid, though.
To be fair, it's Kagami's fault for making an interesting character like that. Like, there are reasons that there are so many, like, analysis videos and, like, essays and stuff on certain characters that, like, people really like.
Is Mika
and,
one
like,
of them?
what do you call it? Like Toguro from
Character
Yu Yu
studies.
Hakusho.
Yeah.
I've seen a few videos of Toguro floating around, and it's like, why are you all making videos of Toguro? Well, because he was a memorable character and he had a lot of impact on people.
Do you think there's is there any videos of Mika?
Well, that was just an example. That's probably a bit more obscure. I probably should have gone with like a Naruto or like I should have just gone with Lelouch. What the fuck was I thinking? There's like tons of analysis videos on Lelouch because he's such an interesting character.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll shut up. I was going on about Code Geass again.
No, that's fine.
That.
Everything comes back to Code Geass.
Everything comes back to the fandoms that really tug at your heartstrings, eh?
Yeah.
That's why STARMIE always comes back to GX.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah.
Damn.
I fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh! So much.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is great. You guys, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so great. Sometimes I just sit there and I think about how great Yu-Gi-Oh! Is and like, I remember the rush of reading the manga for the first time and then I'm like, man, Yu-Gi-Oh! Really was that great, wasn't it?
You should watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Both the dub and the sub, because they're two
Okay,
different
I haven't
stories.
watched the dub yet, but I know I'm in for an absolute treat when I do.
What do you
One
mean
day
you
I'll
haven't
watch
watched
the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX dub.
What do you mean you haven't seen the dub?
I've only seen the sub. I watched back when I was like going through all of the Yu-Gi-Ohs. I watched GX all subbed. I watched 5Ds all subbed, and I watched half of Zex all subbed. And then I realized that I was really bored with Zexal, so I was like, if I continue this, I have to watch it in dub, because it's the only thing that'll keep me going. Shitty dub jokes is the only thing that keeps me going half the time.
How could you say something so strong, like, so, controversial?
so bold.
So bold, yet controversial.
So controversial, yet so bold. Well, what can I say? I mean, we did do the sub versus dub episode a few weeks back, but
yeah,
I'm just saying, I like my dubs.
Dubs are good. I think I said that. I can't remember what I said.
I'm pretty sure we both said dubs are good because we like to dig our own graves.
Oh, excellent.
I personally just like to piss off sub-elitists because
LMAO.
they're so annoying and I just want to take them down a peg and I'm like, you guys are wrong. But okay.
Yeah, that's valid.
You bet.
You bell.
You bell? Ooh,
well,
girlfriend, what
my
you
girl-
doing here?
My girl. Oh, no. My they. That's the one
That's
thing I
true.
don't like about the dub is that they did change you bell into a she instead of a they. I'm like, come on.
Oh, it's because they've got titties, right?
Well, I got one titty. I got one titty and one peck.
Is that one titty I see there? That's clearly a female.
And 4Kids was like, this will confuse the kids. Let's give this demon monster a shirt.
Oh, no.
And an extra titty.
Did they still give them the female and male voice actors?
No.
The subhead?
I think it was purely female as well.
Oh, okay. That's awkward.
Yeah.
Walks away awkwardly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wrong about one dub.
I'm never wrong.
It's true.
I'm always right.
Like, fucking, the GX dub was something else, but I did have a lot of fun with it.
I think having fun with a dub is more important sometimes.
Mm.
I don't know, maybe it's because Yu-Gi-Oh! The points that Yu-Gi-Oh! Tries to take too seriously aren't serious.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, there are serious points in Yu-Gi-Oh, but then, like, the subs usually try and take everything seriously, or their jokes just aren't as powerful because they're trying to take everything else so seriously, and it's like,
Yeah.
you guys really need to just chill for a bit, or, like, manage your pacing better, because it's a bit awful.
Yeah. That's true. Like, they
But
can't figure out what they want to do with it half the time.
Yeah. But
Like,
that
they
might
wanna
also
tell
come
us-
from the fact that the animes continued on their own, since they didn't have a manga to go off anymore
Yeah.
after after DM.
Well, yeah. GX manga came out after the show.
Yeah,
Just kind of...
which is really weird to think about.
Also, it's not the same. It's not the same. They did my boy Jim dirty, and they made Johan completely useless.
That's right, they just completely changed the story. It's like the reverse of what happened with the Promised Neverland. That's right, I brought it back up into the conversation. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't
But
think
it's
we've
true.
talked about it yet, have we? Or did you talk about it last
Wait,
time?
have I? Oh,
I think-
maybe I talked about it off podcast.
Maybe you've
I
talked
don't
about
know.
it a lot.
It's
off-
not related to fandoms and
Yeah,
shipping,
we
so I'm
just
not
went
going
off
to
on
go
a
into it.
Long tangent.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
we'll go
okay.
off on another tangent if I talk about it. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm as disappointed as the rest of the world on season 2 because I was a manga reader first, and I am greatly disappointed, and that's all I'm gonna say. My boy Yugo, they did him dirty.
It's okay. He
But other
showed
than
up in
that-
Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s.
We don't talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s.
What do you mean we don't talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't like the kid approach.
Ah, that's valid.
I mean, I can't talk because I haven't seen it, but it gives me more flashbacks to Zoids Wild, how they dumbed down Zoids, which used to be a story about, like, war and, like, rebellion against, like, emperors and stuff like that, and it was, like,
Yeah.
really intense, and they just fought it in giant... It was basically like Code Geass, but for furries.
Yeah. That is a
I mean,
very
it was
good-
not nearly as gay, but, like, man, there were some hot, sexy women in Zoids. Whoa, mama, let me tell you.
I'm gonna have to believe you. I haven't seen Zoids.
That's okay. Maybe I'll show you pictures of the women I want to step on me in Zoids, but there are many.
The MILFs.
What can I say? I'm a dirty fairy, and I want the MILFs and the furries to step on me. But anyway,
That's true.
oh my gosh. But shipping, back to some fandom talks.
Yeah.
What else other than, like, I know Overwatch was like one of your big major ones, but oh, you did some time in My Hero, right?
Yeah.
That's a cake and a half.
I was a Baku Deku shipper and I got 300 people blocking my account.
Ooh,
That's-
is Baku
that's wrong.
Deku
It's quotation mark fucking toxic end quotation mark.
Oh, is that because he's like a bully? The Bakugo's like a
It's 'cause
bully.
Bakugo is like really insecure about himself, so he takes out all his frustrations on Deku. He has
What a pussy.
He has an inferior. It's like either superior or inferior complex, and the fact that Deku exists just makes him very angry. He takes off.
What a cunt.
He takes that frustrations out on him.
Deku breathes Bakugo. I fucking hate this little bitch.
I think I made a joke about that once, but that's exactly the ship dynamic. But the thing is, like, the more you read the manga, it's like Bakugo grows so much and he learns to start respecting Deku. It's crazy.
I can imagine, like, that starting dynamic would be garbage, but, like, over time you could tell how, like, they would go from, like, rivals to, like,
Well,
Sonic and Shadow kind of style.
that's the thing, like, Deku admires Bakugo so much and he doesn't take it personally. Or at least he doesn't now. As a kid, he wanted to kill Bakugo. But who doesn't
Same.
want to kill someone who's, like, bullying them, right? When you're fucking 6.
Yeah,
Because, like,
that's true.
yeah, there's this shot in the manga where Deku is going through his old diary, and he's like, "Oh, I would love to get I'd love to mail Bakugo a box of poisonous spiders, and hopefully they bite him," and just stuff like that, like all this.
Oh
things.
man, you
Like
just gave me some huge Darren Shan vibes right there.
Oh my god, you bring up that. I was in that. I was big in Darren Shan, but I didn't ship anything.
No, but like Bakugo and like Steve, same character.
They are the same character.
When I saw him, I was like, when I saw anime Steve, I was like, is that Bakugo?
He looks exactly like, that's the thing, like, that's like was my biggest shock watching My Hero Academia. I'm like, this is just Darren and fucking Steve. And of course, because no one else is aware of the Darren Shan saga, I have no one to fucking talk to about this.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. You've seen the price of the manga. You know, you understand.
The price of admission to Darren Shan.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was cheap back in the day.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely gone up because it's like, definitely no more like reruns or anything like that. So it's like, it's an ancient piece of history now, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but you know, you guys ever want to read a good manga? I mean, the translations stop at a certain point. Yeah. I think it was volume 10. That's how far I got because the translation stopped. So now I have to swap to the English novels because it's way cheaper to buy the English novels.
Yeah. And they come in like the 3 trilogy versions too.
Oh, right, yeah. I was just going to get ebooks, but yeah.
Oh, that works too.
That's smart.
That's probably way cheaper.
Yeah. I guess it depends on price range. Also, I have to work out like where I'm up to because I forgot.
I think you said volume 8 or 9.
Something like that, yeah.
Have you met Alice yet? And have you jumped off a building yet? And has
very specific.
Has Crepsley broke his ankle yet?
I can't remember, but this doesn't sound right.
Okay, so you're not in volume 9. I think
I want to say
8.
no.
Okay, then you're in volume 8.
Okay.
Has Gancha, was that his name? Vancha and Alice flitted off to Vampire Mountain.
Who the fuck are these? You know what? Let's resume this conversation afterwards because I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you're not in volume 9 then, you're in volume 8.
We are certainly not. Okay, alright. In other news, it's a good series. It's a good series. I mean, it's vampires, so you know, shit. It sounds bad when I say it's a good series because they're gonna be, oh, of course, Ash and the vampires.
It's true.
This little bitch and her obsession with vampires. Yeah, well, shut up. It's great, okay?
It is.
You laugh, but some of the best series I've read, I've gotten to because of vampires and dragons. Seraph. Look, I might be talking about Seraph. Listen, shut up.
Wait, shut up.
Seraph just has all of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's true.
And angsty, depressed gay boys is one of them.
And angsty, depressed gay boys, but one is a vampire is the other one.
Oh, yeah. And one of them grows up to be a vampire hunter, and then they meet, and then it's like, oh, man. Oh, dude. Oh, man. That is, like, the best trope. God, nobody talk to me. That's the best trope.
Has, oh, yeah, with the Darren Shan saga, has Darren gone back to school yet? Has that happened?
Yes.
Okay.
That happened.
So you've met Steve as an adult.
I have.
All
right. Should we give spoiler warnings in case anyone wants to read?
No one is going to read Darren Shan.
Okay.
I know this for a fact.
It's good, guys. I promise. All right. I don't want to ramble too hard, but it's good. It's good vampire stuff. Whether or not you read the manga or the original English novels, I'm sure they're both good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still, it's so weird, like, the idea that somebody made a manga series about an English novel series. Well, that just does not really happen.
That happened with Del Toro Quest, too.
That Del Toro Quest has a manga?
It has an anime.
Okay, I think I remember that, but I thought it was a cartoon.
No, it's an anime.
Okay, I don't want to talk about
this. It has a Japanese opening.
Oh, no. Oh, what? Is there just like a section in Japan that has a cult following of Del Toro Quest? Aren't the Del Toro Quest books written by an Australian?
Yeah, Emily Roeder, I believe.
Yeah.
Emily Roeder.
That's wild.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at the Del Toro Quest theme song because apparently that's Delta Goodrum.
Wait, what? This is news to me. I mean, sorry, we've gone off topic, but what an interesting topic it is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the opening to Del Toro Quest is In This Life by Delta Goodrum.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say to that, other than that's not what I expected to be my fun fact of the day, but that is my fun fact of the day. It is 1:30 a.m. and I've already had the greatest thing to ever happen to me today.
Yeah.
Happen to me today. Fascinating.
Did you read Del Toro Quest?
I did not, no. I think when Del Toro Quest was around,
Yeah.
that might have been the phase when I was in, like, primary school where I would only read books about dragons, and I did not find enough dragons in Del Toro Quest. I think it was the design on the cover. I didn't like it or something. I don't know. I remember being like, oh, I'm sure these books are great, but I just don't want to read them. And I just did not read them.
Yeah.
I feel bad, but I'm sure that they were really good. They probably had cool dragons in them, but I was a snot-nosed brat, and I was like, if there's not, like, a cool dragon in it, then I don't care. Like, what's the point? That was me as a kid. That's why, like, 90% of the books I read as a kid were only dragon books. And I only ventured out when I was older. I still mostly just read dragon books.
It's still very valid. But yeah.
I mean, this is before manga and everything, too.
I just gave you a link to the Del Toro Quest opening.
Okay.
And it's In This Life by Delta Goodrum.
I'm gonna check that out after we finish. That sounds great. Damn. That's such a cool idea, though. That's like how, I don't know if you've seen The Great Pretender, but they used The Great Pretender by Freddie Mercury as the ending song.
Is that JoJo's?
No, the anime The Great Pretender.
Oh, no.
It's the Conmen one.
Because I know that JoJo's did that with...
Oh, JoJo's, every single ending song in JoJo's basically is... Yeah,
what was
it's like an English song.
The Savage Garden one.
Yes. Yeah. Savage Garden is one of the endings. It does not fit the series whatsoever.
No.
It's so wild. Like, I can see a point for... argued for Roundabout, because I think Roundabout fits the first two seasons pretty well as an ending.
Pioneered a whole entire meme.
Yeah, but it kind of works. Like, it works. The animation and, like, the stuff that they choose to do for the ending kind of works. And then, like, season 3 had Walk Like an Egyptian, which, you know, they were heading to Egypt, so it was like a really good ending. Like, it fit. And it was just really funny and, like, fun to watch. But then, like, after, I guess part 4, I don't know. I didn't agree with it. Like, just Savage Garden was not the vibe of part 4. It just did not fit. And I was like, I can't hold it against Araki because clearly he just really likes Savage Garden and was like, can you put a Savage Garden for the ending song? And, like, I can't blame him because I would do the exact same thing if I had an anime. And I was like, hey, can you license out a song for one of my favorite bands? Hey, can you play an AHA song at the end of the anime?
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, one of the dramatic ones. See,
Yeah.
I can't tell you which one it would be because it would be whatever fits the show the most.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't just pick a random AHA. I wouldn't just pick, like, my favorite AHA song or something. Also, because my favorite AHA song is, like, The Living Daylights, and that's already a song they wrote for the James Bond movie, The Living Daylights.
Oh my gosh.
So I can't do that anyway.
What was the Adele song they wrote for one of the James Bond
Skyfall.
movies? Skyfall. Yeah.
The song is generally always the name of the movie. Just a good way to remember it. Like, View to Kill, the Duran Duran one. Arguably the most superior one. There, I said it. But I guess I can't argue because the fact that AHA did a song for a fucking James Bond movie is like the most fucking hilarious thing ever. But it's great.
Yeah.
Thanks AHA for my life.
Valid. I agree.
I would like if I could pick an ending for a series or like an opening, probably an ending. I would do an Ice House song. Like, hands down, obviously, because I'd be like, one, my series would be Australian in some way, obviously, because it'd probably be funded through, like, Screen Australia or something, so it'd be an Australian series, and I'd be like, I have to have an Australian musician in it, and I would have, like, an Ice House song playing in the end. And then everyone will know my favourite band. And it will not be Great Southern Land. It will not be Great Southern Land as the ending.
Great Southern Land.
No, it'll be any other song except for fucking Great Southern. Don't get me wrong, I love Great Southern Land, but oh my god, it's the only Ice House song anyone ever knows.
It's the only one that hit off.
Oh, excuse you?
Oh,
you need a history lesson in Ice House.
You don't like my fighting words?
You fucking pleb. It was not even their first hit. You fucking pleb. God, I am surrounded by... God, get out of this country right now.
No, I live here.
The tankers are leaving the Melbourne Bay. Get out.
I have equal right to be here. Fight me.
Not unless you have your ice house. This is like my question. If you want a PR or a citizenship, you need to answer an ice house question correctly, and then I'll let you in. And they're like, but what about the Prime Minister questions? And I'm like, I don't fucking care. I just want you to know your Australian pop culture, that's all. Name one other Ice House song, I dare you.
I'm just gonna Google search something real quick.
No! Piss off! You can't do that! Alright, you failed. You failed the test.
Okay, let's see. Great Southern Land.
Shut the fuck up!
No, I'm kidding. It's your favorite song, Electric Blue.
Yes. It's not my favorite song. It used to be my favorite song when I was a kid, but yes. It's also the name of my stand. My fake OC JoJo stand is Electric Blue.
Your JoJo stand.
My JoJo stand. Yes, it's a big furry werewolf dragon. Which, you know, if we want to keep me on brand, I guess I should say it's also probably a vampire. There you go. That's literally just me mixed into a creature.
Vampire werewolf dragon. That's new.
That's new. Yeah, well, guess what, bitch? So are my kings. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Lol.
Oh my gosh. Maybe we should go ahead and end it here. We've just digressed so far.
I think what are we even talking about at this moment?
Fandoms and shipping.
Yeah.
God, where would you be without me? Like, I know I'm the main cause of this digression because I digress so hard when I'm talking. But, like, I also have to bring it back to the main point.
True.
I'm the curse and the blessing all in one.
I am just here.
Starmie just nods along and is like, God, she's back at it again. Oh my god, was that Seraph she mentioned again? Oh my god.
You just mentioned Seraph again. No more Seraphs in chat. I'm gonna ban the word Seraph.
the word Seraph is banned.
Yeah.
That's fine, I can get around it. I'll just mention Mika constantly instead.
I can't even ban Mika because he produces good music.
Oy, that's true. Oy. You ban Mika, we all come up behind you, but what about that great Lebanese UK artist, Mika? What are you gonna do?
I'm like, fuck, he got me here.
You're like, oh shit, fuck, damn it.
Unbanned Mika.
You got me there.
You got me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's end it here before I convulse into a laughing fit.
Oh, yeah, my abs already hurt so much. Just because today has been wild already.
Oh, man. Okay, well, would you like to do the outro, or shall I do the outro?
You may do the outro this time.
You don't remember the outro.
I do not.
That's okay, we don't really have an outro. I just wanted to see your reaction.
Yeah, I mean, I did pretty well in our intro.
Oh, you did. Everyone, tell Starmie she did very well with the intro. It was very good.
Please tell me you're proud of me. Go on.
Very proud of you,
in the comment section below, you're proud of me.
Everyone, tell Starmie that you're proud of her.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
And you're good at following directions. Tell me how good you are at following
let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay.
Follow directions.
Oh my god. Silence, child. I wish to do the outro.
No outro for you. Only following directions. Okay. Okay, I was joking.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed the episode, and we will catch you next time.
This has been Late
Night Latte.
Hell yeah! Late Night Latte. I'm Starfish still, and that's still Ash. We haven't changed. We'll let you know if we do.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.